Hey guys, welcome to another Real Estate Insight. And I just gonna throw George on the bus today. And
Yeah, go for it.
George, as a brand new agent and really experienced real estate from a different corner right now. And as me and Kavita have been pretty seasoned. And George, when you're showing a property right now, right?
Yeah.
When you're talking to these buyers and looking at their wants and needs, how do you connect to a buyer and say, is this the house? How do you kind of help them make that decision as you move forward? What are you looking into a buyer to help them make the decision to find the next house for them? Is it the right fit for them? Is it the right offer that they want to make? What are you doing in the back end right now to help these buyers move to the next step? Obviously, there's a lot of fear, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of fear, a lot of unknowns, and we have a lot of first-time home buyers right now who really don't understand the process, or like it's excitement and also anxiety of the whole thing. And what I do is get to know them, the lifestyle they want to live, what their needs and what their why is, because a home is their domain, is their territory, and it's something, it involves the lifestyle they want to live. If you cook a lot, you need an open kitchen, you need a space. If you have a king size bed and give you a dorm room, you're gonna be happy. And if you have 5 cars in a 1 car garage, and you gotta park across the street and get told, you're not gonna like that either. And so we gotta figure out what is their life, like what is their why, is there a big family, small family, and I get to know them on a personal level. Of course, inform them too. I try to get them, like we always talk about this, their expectations, what their goals are, and try to meet them and see exactly what is it that they want and what is it that they're looking for, and let them know that, it might be a long process, it might be a tedious process, and I want to be there for you, but I want you to be prepared for it and plan ahead.
What
And of
what if
course,
what if the buyer doesn't have realistic goals? I mean, what do you tell them then?
we got to sit down and talk, because we can't be going and looking at homes at $1 million for 4 bedrooms, but then you got a pre-approval of 500-600K. We got to sit down. What's going on here? I'm gonna put a
This is
random
not
name. What's
HGTV,
going on?
right?
Yeah, it's not Property Brothers. I'm like, we're magical, but we're not like that. And so we really we gotta meet your goals, ECA expectations. We gotta make sure we have the right expectations and the right goals we're looking for.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't afford $1 million house right now, but you never know 5, 6 years from now, 10 years from now. So let's look what we can have now, and let's get you out of your renting. Let's get you out of there. Prices aren't crazy in New York. Let's get you to the mortgage, which is probably less than your rent. Save some money, and then maybe you get that $1 million home one day. Just look at what we can do now.
Right.
Let's say, for example, we talked about this like literally moments before this, is they want to purchase a home and their fear is they don't know how to maintain it. It's a very big thing. A lot of people don't know, if they live in apartments their whole life, they don't know what an oil tank is, what gas line is, sewage. They're like, what is all this?
Yeah.
And so they really need that conversation. And I like to walk them around the whole property. I show them everything. So let's go through hypotheticals. Again, I'm not an inspector. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm not giving you any prices. But these are things you should look out and maintain. What are things you don't know? Write them down and let's look them up. Like, take the time to research on your own too. And then you need any questions, you reach out to, the experts.
Right. And that's why you're on TikTok. So you can find out
At
anything.
TikTok too, yeah.
I know
Exactly.
I know how to get a bottle of water, cut it in the middle, and make it accessible.
Oh, to get rid of rodents and bugs, you put the Irish soap and you put it on the doors.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know why this became a TikTok video, but honestly, guys, George has a process in place. We have a process in place that would help you, guide you through the whole buying process, answer any of your questions, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. And I think, Kavita, we went through thousands and thousands of this, and I would say every mistake that we did make, not explaining something, we have covered that up now, to making sure that you feel comfortable buying the right place for your family, making that your home. I love the word territory. Kavita, any last 2 cents what would you advise any buyers out there, the process that we have, how we are making sure that they get educated and be a guide for them to buy their dream homes?
Absolutely. I think the number one advice I would give them is be open-minded to the home buyer, right? Because not necessarily what you see on HGTV is accurate, okay? I think 98% is like made up. Maybe there's a 2% chance something is real. But no, listen to your local expert, right? Your local expert, the local realtor that you are working with, that is taking time out to show you around not just the homes, but also talk to you about your needs and wants. That's what's going to make a difference in the whole journey of it, right? Of the next 60, 90-day journey that we have. Listen, we live in New York State. We have an average 60-day journey from the day that you sign contract till the day you're going to close on the property. So, but until you get to that point, it could take 30 days, it could take 60 days, it could take 90 days, depending on you, how aggressive you want to be. So for that time period, your realtor buyer is going to be your best friend, and they should be, rightfully so, because their job is to guide you and assist you in making one of the biggest financial investments of your life.
Right.
And
Awesome.
here's the key. They're going to do it by taking the emotions out of it. That's my number one thing. I tell all my clients, my job is take the emotion out of the transaction, because you as a consumer, you're going to buy this property, especially whether it's a first-time home buyer or a second-time home buyer. When a person is purchasing a property for their family, for them to live in and make it their own territory, like you said, Rummy, they're doing it based on emotion.
Yeah. Last question for you both. If a buyer comes in, finds the best property, fits exactly what they need, that's the first house that they see, would you tell them to make an offer? And quickly,
Yes.
quickly. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, make an offer and keep looking.
Make an offer, keep looking.
And if
We're
they
not
get
going to stop.
if they get an accepted offer and they feel like, hey, I'm out of this house, I'm missing on an opportunity, right? Doesn't everybody feel like that?
Yeah. I guess it was different. I will still, again, you never know what happens to the deal, so I'll keep looking. You keep looking until everything is signed, or you're going to house. All right, then we can stop. You got it. You love it. Perfect. Let them, like you said, buyer's remorse. Let them look around, see what else is out there, and like, you know what? All right, we made a good decision. Then go. Rather than even my dad told me this about suits and stuff like that. You got one. You still keep looking. After you look at 5 shops, you buy. But keep the first one there on the side. And so you do the same thing with a house.
Awesome. I like that. Yeah, don't have a buyer remorse, guys. Do, like I said, do make the offer on the first property. Keep looking, get that buyer remorse out, see if you can find something better until you sign the contract. And again, we're talking about New York. In other states, you got to go sign the contract. But you should, I think the best way to put it is that when you go into the house, you're going to get this feeling. This is the house that I've been waiting. And I asked that question really particularly because I think it has happened to us so many times and people missed out. And they said, I wish I would have done that, because sometimes the universe just says, hey, this is the house that you wanted. Here you go get it. So again, between that time that you have, don't have buyer remorse. Look at as many houses that you want and take it from there. All right, guys, good advice today. Thank you. Give us a call if you need any expertise, and sitting down with you, we could guide you to the right expert in any state that you want. We're here to help you out. Sincerely here to help you out. More than 2 decades of experience. Give us a call. You'll get the link below. Contact us in any platform. Again, we'll do a buyer consultation, no obligation at all. And we also give you a free cruise. We know how hard this is to making sure we get to the closing table. That's on us. Have an amazing day.
Have an amazing day.